Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? I hope y'all having a fantastic day. This is Todd with the TNT Show, and I wanted to share with you something that the Lord has been showing me over the last year or so. In Genesis, the first chapter, he talks about the days of creation and starts talking about how God created the heavens and the earth. The first thing that God said was, "Let there be light." Now, if you read the scriptures, it says that the earth was out form and void. It was just a mess. And it said that darkness covered the face of the waters. And when the Spirit of the Lord moved on the face of the waters and he said, "Let there be light," boom, there was this big flash of light, so to speak. And all of a sudden, God could see what he was working with. Now, what happened was whenever God said, "Let there be light," it brought to light a lot of things that was just an absolute mess with the earth. I mean, like the Bible says, the earth was without form and void. I mean, there was just nothing there. The land hadn't been created yet. The sun hadn't been created yet. The stars hadn't been created yet. There was no greenery whatsoever. There was no mountains. There was no valleys. All he saw was just water and just nothing there at all. And it got me to thinking. I began to think about that a little bit. And I began to compare it to our lives. And I began to compare it to the lives of everyone around us. When the Lord first begins to move on us, when the Lord first begins to work on us, the first thing that he's going to say is, "Let there be light." And when that light shines in our lives, the Lord's going to see things in us that is just messed up. He's going to see things that are just a mess. And he's going to see things in us that just needs to be fixed. And whenever that light shines in our heart, we begin to look at ourselves and we begin to realize exactly how big of a mess we are and just how much work the Lord really does have to do with us. Now, if we're not careful when that happens, we can begin to get discouraged. We begin to get down on ourselves and go, "Man, why is the Lord beginning to work on me? I'm nothing but a mess. There's all these problems wrong with me, all these different things wrong with me. Why would the Lord want to work in me?" And we begin to get discouraged, and then we try to start moving away from God. Whenever we don't realize is God has to see those things in our lives that are messed up. God has to see those things that are a complete mess in our lives so that he can begin to create things. It was after that God said, "Let there be light," that he began to create beautiful things in the earth. That's whenever he began to separate the waters and have the land pop up over here and have the water over here and the oceans over here. And then he began to create the green grass and the trees and the flowers and create the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and all these beautiful things. But God had to say, "Let there be light" first. God had to see what kind of a mess the world was in before he could create something beautiful. Now, if we begin to look around, we begin to see what kind of mess our lives is in. Man, we're a complete mess. We got all of these different things wrong with us. But don't stop there, because the Lord has to say, "Let there be light." And before we realize how messed up we truly are, he has to say, "Let there be light." And when we realize, "Oh God, I need your help. I've got all of these problems. I've got all of these situations in my life. I need your help." That's when God can begin to move in our lives. That's when God can begin to work in our lives and say, "Okay, now I can create something beautiful. I can begin to put these things back together." And if we give him time, another thing that we need to notice whenever he created the earth was that he didn't do it all in one day. He said, "Let there be light" on the first day. And then he said, "Let's do this on the second day. And let's do this on the third day, fourth day, fifth." It took him 6 complete days to do a complete work in the earth. He didn't do it all in one day, even though he could. He could have only done one day and done everything and done a complete work all in one day. But he didn't. He took his time. And that's what one of the points I want to get across to you today is that, yeah, God may have said, "Let there be light" in your life. And you're looking around and going, "Oh my goodness, I'm in a mess. My life is a wreck." And then as time goes on, we begin to lose heart and begin to lose faith because we're not seeing the results that we feel like we should see all in one day or all at one time. So we begin to lose heart. But take heart. Keep believing, because God is still doing the work in you. He may not do it all in one day, but he is still working on you. He's still bringing things together and pulling things together so that one day you're going to be a great, beautiful work of art. So don't give up. As the children's song says, he's still working on me to make me what I ought to be. It took him just a week to make the moon and the stars, the sun and the earth and Jupiter and Mars. How loving and patient he must be, 'cause he's still working on me. If your life is a wreck, let the light of Jesus shine in your life. If your world is a mess, let God's light shine on you so he knows what he's working with, and so that he can begin to pull things together. He's still working on me, and I know he can still be working on you. Thank you so much and have a great day. Hey everybody, this is Todd with the Todd Napper Talk Show, and I just want to stop and thank you for watching my video today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you received something from it. To learn more about me and what I do, you can find me on Facebook at the Todd Napper Talk Show. Also, you can check me out on YouTube at Todd Napper. Also, if you want to learn more about my church, Cornerstone Church of Granbury, you can check us out on Facebook, Cornerstone Church of Granbury. Also, if you want to look at our website, it's ccgranbury.com. And I hope you received something from the episode today. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to share what you have seen. My goal is to reach as many people as possible, to encourage them and to help uplift them and reach as many people with the gospel as possible. Once again, thank you so much and have a great day.